Lorena Bobbitt made headlines in the 90s after cutting off her husband's penis. Then she became the punchline of endless jokes. Everyone seemed to focus on what happened instead of why. Now she's hoping that a new docuseries with Amazon will make people take a second look and maybe in the Me Too era see things differently.
It was an act that defined her in the eyes of a generation.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Lorena Bobbitt is
Lorena Bobbitt.
25 years later, Lorena Bobbitt, who now goes by Lorena Gallo, is telling what she says is the real story.
And the real story here is about a victim. It's about domestic violence.
One that began June 23, 1993.
When you think back to that night, what do you remember?
I don't remember anything, how it happened, but I honestly don't even want to know what happened because I will be traumatized again.
Traumatized by what unfolded that night when she says repeated verbal, physical, and sexual abuse at the hands of her then husband John broke her.
It hurt me.
Leading her to take a knife from their kitchen and cut off his penis.
Do you regret the action you took?
Oh my God, how could you regret something that was not planned? I mean, how could you have to understand I wasn't in my right mindset.
An act that turned her life into a media circus, devoured by America.
Why do you think there was so much attention on what you did rather than why you did it?
I think it's because just the act, that it was a severe organ, a male organ, that changes the whole perspective of the story.
John Wayne Bobbitt, who denied the abuse in court, was found not guilty of marital sexual assault.
John, how do you feel? Good.
Lorena was found not guilty by reason of temporary insanity. Her story the focus of Amazon's new series, Lorena, executive produced by Jordan Peele.
They keep saying I was just a hot-blooded Latina woman. It hurts my heart.
A 4-part documentary looking at what made her story a punchline across late night.
It's not going to be easy for either of them to get a date when this breaks. Come on,
The endless jokes, Lorena says, were painful, but something she learned to accept in an effort to further her cause of helping domestic violence survivors.
I believe that this is a gift, and if I can help change a life, then my mission is worth it.
A mission that has taken on new meaning in the Me Too era.
So how much has the Me Too movement meant to you?
A lot, because again, it helped us to break that taboo. And I think my story, the documentary, will actually push that conversation again on the table and say, look, I mean, yes, it happened 25 years ago, but things are not changing much.
The series features key players in the story, including John.
I think a lot of people would be surprised to hear that he's reached out to you repeatedly.
Repeatedly, in many occasions, yes. I don't know why. I'm guessing control.
What types of correspondence have you gotten from him?
Valentine's cards and notes, love notes.
Notes from someone she says she wants to leave in the past.
And I'm like, look, I mean, I did this to you. Just leave me alone.
Lorena enjoying the next chapter in her life, hoping her story can make a difference.
What would you tell the younger Lorena Bobbitt going through all that about how this story turns out?
I hope, first of all, that wouldn't happen to me or anybody. Now I will say that there is hope. What I went through wasn't in vain, that this is a gift to help others.
Now we reached out to John Bobbitt, who had no comment. As for Lorena, she's still living in Virginia with her longtime partner, David, and 13-year-old daughter. We'll have her daughter's reaction to her mom's story coming up on the 3rd hour of today. All 4 episodes of Lorena will be available on Amazon Prime next Friday.